Brollox and Bittergal. In a town where laughter and grumbling walked hand in hand, two figures stood out above all others: Brollox, the master of nonsense, and Bittergal, the queen of sharp truths. Their names were whispered in every corner, for wherever joy or cynicism appeared, one of them was never far behind. Brollox was a whirlwind of wild ideas. He would leap into the marketplace with inventions no one asked for, shouting with glee, "Behold, my flying cabbage cart will change the world." The townsfolk laughed, but their laughter was mixed with worry. "Oh no, not again," they sighed, as cabbages rolled down the street and chickens scattered in panic. Despite the chaos, Brollox's energy was infectious. Children adored him, and even the weary shopkeepers couldn't help but smile at his antics. Yet behind every smile was a muttered complaint, for his nonsense often left broken carts, spilled goods, and endless confusion. Then came Bittergal. She walked with sharp eyes and a sharper tongue, cutting through illusions wherever she went. When she saw Brollox's cabbage cart, she shook her head and declared, "Your cabbage cart is just a pile of nonsense, Brollox, and nonsense never feeds a hungry child." Her words stung, but they carried truth. Bittergal's honesty kept the town grounded, reminding them that laughter alone could not mend roofs or fill stomachs. The people respected her wisdom, though they feared her bitterness. She spoke without sugar, and her truths often left hearts heavy. Yet without her, the town might have drowned in Brollox's chaos. One day, Brollox announced a grand festival of nonsense. He promised fireworks made of soup, parades of dancing goats, and a feast where pies would fly through the air. The town buzzed with excitement, but Bittergal stood firm. "This festival will end in disaster," she warned. "Joy without sense is a storm waiting to break." Their clash grew louder, dividing the town itself. Some sided with Brollox, craving laughter and escape. Others sided with Bittergal, clinging to caution and order. The streets echoed with arguments, and harmony seemed lost. When the festival began, chaos erupted. The fireworks of soup splattered across rooftops, the dancing goats trampled gardens, and the flying pies struck more faces than plates. The town teetered on ruin. Yet, in the midst of disaster, Bittergal's sharp planning saved lives. She had warned of danger, and her preparations kept the worst from happening. But when the dust settled, the town was silent. No one laughed. Bittergal's caution had protected them, but her bitterness left joyless faces staring at broken streets. Then Brollox, covered in soup and flour, stood up and grinned. "Without your sharp tongue, I'd fly us all into ruin," he admitted. "And without your nonsense," Bittergal replied, "we'd forget how to smile." The townsfolk listened, and slowly laughter returned. They realized that neither chaos nor bitterness alone could guide them. It was balance, imagination, and truth together that made life whole. From that day on, Brollox and Bittergal became unlikely partners. He brought color, she brought clarity. He reminded them to laugh, she reminded them to think. And the town learned that goodness is not found in one perfect hero, but in the harmony of opposites.